we start the second session. I share the screen. Well, can you see the slide?
Yes, doctor, vocabulary.
Okay, good. And so when we were listening to the conversation between doctor and his patient, so there were a lot of words that mean some signs or symptoms of a disease. And let us just focus on the meaning of these words. And so when we speak about a sign is an indication of illness that the doctor sees, but which is not apparent to the patient. So this is a sign is for the doctor. And a symptom is what the patient notices himself or herself, and sometimes signs can be classified as symptoms and vice versa. But so we should remember symptom is the patient feels and sees this sign is something that the patient doesn't see, but the doctor understands. Well, and let us focus on condition A. We should decide whether these are signs or symptoms. Some maybe both. Well, let's have a look at condition A. Akram, will you read these phrases and comment whether it's a sign or a symptom?
Blood loss is a symptom.
What about the others? Akram.
Sorry. Condition A. 2 is gonna be sign or a symptom. The waist temperature. B, sign or a symptom. 4 and 5 are symptoms.
Okay. So, well, yes, sometimes patients do not feel the raised temperature. It can be assigned to a doctor. And the same about tenderness over sinuses. This is visible to the doctor, not to the patient. That is why there are, yes, probably there are signs. As for the other things like blocked nose, a headache, and a runny nose, of course, the patient feels them himself and their symptoms. Okay, and so if we move here to the next slide. So here is condition B, and let us ask Yehia to comment on this condition.
Response symptoms: recent vomiting, diarrhea symptoms, dehydration signs and symptoms, abdominal tenderness symptom and sign, crampy abdominal pain, this sign and symptoms.
Well, well, yes, of course, the patient feels his condition like vomiting, diarrhea. This is a symptom, and pain. As for dehydration, sometimes patients do not feel it, and but it's a sign for a doctor, the same as abdominal tenderness. And well, so if we analyze these conditions, which diseases the signs and symptoms might relate to? So condition A and condition B. So what is the disease? Mustafa Sabir, please.
I think tender.
So condition A, what is it?
Tender.
Tender. Uh,
temperature.
I see. Any other ideas?
Can I
Yes, please.
raise temperature?
No, I mean, so all these signs and symptoms together, what kind of condition do they show?
In
What-
conditioning.
Yes, Mustafa, Sarka. Mustafa,
Runny nose.
a runny nose as a disease. What about some more technical term for this, like if you are,
Can I just-
sorry,
Can I?
yes, please. Mhm.
Sinusitis.
Okay. Can it be a cold? So some infection, right? Or flu, influenza. Mhm. Okay, and the second condition B, what are these signs and symptoms connected with? So Hashim Hassan. Hashim Hassan, are you here?
Yes, doctor.
So
This is crampy abdominal.
if there is a pain in the abdomen, so what kind of disease, what kind of condition is it? What do we call this disease?
Colic.
Okay, possible. Can it be appendicitis, for example?
What, doctor?
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis.
Okay, appendicitis. So, I mean, and can it be gastritis? Also possible, yes. Well, and if we move, yes, to the next slide. Can you make a list of the signs and symptoms you would expect to see in a patient with pneumonia? Does everyone understand what pneumonia is? Do you know anything about this disease, pneumonia? Where is this disease located? I mean, where does the patient feel pain when he has pneumonia?
In respiratory
Pneumonia.
system.
In respiratory system, right? So please, 1 minute for you to write the signs and symptoms for a patient with pneumonia. Start, please.
Coughing.
Coughing. So please put it down, write it down, and then just give everyone a chance to think, and then we'll summarize what we've written, okay?
Doctor, where do we write it?
Where?
Okay.
You should write on your paper. Then you'll tell me later, okay? Mhm. Okay, well, now let's listen to, is Yasmin here? No. Well, Mustafa Sabir. Please.
Symptoms such as cough, dry cough, and high temperature.
Mhm.
and rapid heartbeat.
Mhm. Who can add? So what are the signs visible to a doctor?
About the signs, like feeling unwell.
Feeling weak, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I-
So I see. Okay. What about pain? Does the patient feel any pain?
When they cough on their chest, they
Yeah.
feel a stabbing pain.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yes.
And
We also
difficult
have
Fever
breathing.
and sweating.
Sweating, difficulty breathing. Yes.
lack of
Oh.
appetite.
Exactly. Feeling unwell. Breathlessness
Headache.
also. Mhm. Okay, good. So, and well, now let us focus on vocabulary here on non-technical language that should be used by a doctor. When you as a doctor speak to patients, you need to use non-technical language that the patient can easily understand. Let us look at the 2 example questions from the case history. So, and there are 2 just medical formal words like precipitate and start here, and we should match them with the words from the questions. Which verb means precipitate? So in the first or in the second question? Precipitate. Is it come on or trigger? So the question is, when do the attacks come on? So is it precipitate or start?
Start.
Start, of course. So come on is the conversational, more conversational phrase than start, yeah? And are you aware of anything that triggers the attacks? So this is precipitate, yes?
Precipitate.
2.
So are you aware of anything that precipitates the attacks? Mhm. Well, now if we have a look at the following slide, we can see that there is a practical exercise. We should replace the words, technical words, with non-technical. So the technical words are given in the sentences, they are given in italics, and they are just marked here with the blue color, and we should find the synonym among the words which are given to the right of the sentences. For example, and one more thing, that you should sometimes change the form of the word which replaces the blue one. If we look at the first sentence, and let's ask Shema to read it. Shema.
Yes. We are going to have to perform a few tests.
Mhm.
Perform, do.
Yes, they're going to have to do some, to do a few tests. So this is more the easier to understand to a patient. Yeah. Okay, now please just 2 minutes for you to do it individually, and then we'll check together. So write the sentences or just one word which you use instead of the word which is highlighted. And maybe you should change the form of the word. Start, please. Well, I see that you're ready. Nisanur, please read the second sentence.
She's got a very bad bout of flu.
She's sorry, what?
She has got.
She has got.
I just like changed it to she's got a very bad bout of flu.
Yes, it means she has got a very bad. Good. So the next is for Akram, please. Akram,
Hi, yes, Professor.
number 3.
It's might be a good idea to refrain from fatty foods for a while. Avoid.
Yes. So good idea to avoid fatty foods, right? So then, Yehya.
He's susceptible to many illness. He is stick to.
Instead of stick to, we should use another phrase. Yes.
So maybe maybe is
Yes, Hashim Hassan.
prone.
Yes, prone. Yes, you're right here, prone. So Mustafa Sabir.
He said the cow is intermediate to come and go.
So if we use come and go to come and go in the sentence, we should change the form of the verbs. So you said the calf. The calf. What does the calf do? Comes and goes, right?
Comes and goes. Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
so Mustafa Ahmed, please. Number 6 is for you.
Yes, doctor. Your cow is present. Okay. Your cow is there all the time.
All the time, right? Well, Hashim Hassan.
Doctor, don't ask me. Why don't
It's
ask
a
me?
difficult
So
talk.
who would like to say? Tell me the name.
Yes, doctor.
My name is Hassan Muhammad.
Hassan Muhammad. Yes,
Yes.
Hassan Muhammad.
Yes, it's difficult to stick to any kind of life change.
Exactly. Yes. Adhere is to stick to change, life change. Okay, and so Shema, please. Shema.
Yes. You won't have to be hospitalized. To admit.
And to be, and we need
admitted.
to admitted. Yes, to be admitted.
Mhm.
And the next is for Nisanur.
You're booked to see the nurse in the allergy clinic next Tuesday.
You're right. Okay, so these are the words just that can be easily understood by patients. Do test or have got a flu or avoid some kind of foods. So or prone to illnesses. The cough comes and goes, or the cough is there all the time, and to stick to change, then to be admitted to the hospital, and to be booked to a doctor or a nurse. And here we are going to role play the conversation between a doctor and a patient. So the doctor should ask some questions about when, starting with when is there, have you ever? The example questions are here on the slide. Are you prone to, are you booked to see? Do you find it difficult to stick to medication? Does your cough come and go? Have you ever had? And you can use these questions or just some of your own. And the patient should answer the question like he's having a flu or cough. And so who would like to be the doctor in this conversation? Would like to be a patient? Well, I know who. So the doctor will be, let us say, Mohammad Hassan. Hello, Hassan.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, so you'll be the doctor, and Mustafa, no, Mustafa Ahmed. Yes, you'll be the patient. Start, please.
Okay.
Imagine that you see the patient for the first time. What should you start the conversation with? What kind of questions? What should you say first? Hassan. Start, please.
Are you have
You should
you
greet the
have you
patient
been
and ask about some. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. to
have you
interrupt.
been eating well?
It is okay.
Is your appetite okay?
No. Repeat the question.
Is your appetite okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
You have been sleeping? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I have been.
Doctor, it's right. Have you been passing water a lot?
Awesome. So these are not the questions you should read from the page, the same page. You should think yourself. Do you remember the Socrates model? So first we should ask the question that helps us to understand the location, yes, the site of pain. So ask this kind of questions. Will you, Hassan?
Doctor, I don't understand.
Who can help us with the question, for example, if it is about if we want to know the location of pain, the site, Socrates. You remember Socrates model? So what is the question about the site of pain? Who can help us? Shema. No, you missed this. Nisanur, do you remember the question? Nisanur? Nisanur, are you here? Hello. No, minus.
Can I?
Your name?
Yahya Osman.
Yahya, please. Yes.
So I suggest that the question was where is located of what you feel? or from where, from which part you feel tired?
Mhm. So where do you feel
I feel in
pain?
my nose.
Uh-huh.
I feel like a runny nose.
Mhm. Hashim Hassan, yes.
When did it start?
Uh-huh. Okay.
And is there
So the patient.
is there anything? Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything else associated with the pain?
Mm-hmm. Yes, the patient should answer the question. When did it start?
Yes. When did it start? About 1
بيشة
week ago.
الشنت.
The patient
The
should answer the
patient.
question. Yes.
I feel
Mustafa.
about 2 days a week ago.
Mm-hmm. And so you say, Hashim Hassan.
Is there anything else associated with the pain?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes.
Was it irritated anywhere?
Does it, sorry, what? Irritate. Irritate.
Yes. This.
Mm-hmm. Where do you have the pain?
Also, I have a bit in my nose.
In my nose. So only in the
Yeah.
nose, right? And it started 2 days ago, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
You're right.
Have you taken any medications?
No, I don't take any medication.
Do you have any allergy?
Also, no.
I mean, the things that make you feel worse? No. So do you have any cough? Do you cough?
Yeah, sometimes.
What about the sore throat? Do you have a sore throat?
No.
No, only cough and runny nose.
Runny nose. Yeah.
I see. So this is a flu. Yes, I should say we can do some tests to be sure that this is a flu, and I'll prescribe you some medications. You'll go to the pharmacy and buy and take them. Okay. Well.
Okay.
So thank you for role playing, and so now, yes. This is the one more listening task. Nisanur is coming. Well, this is the second part of the conversation between Dr. Dixon and Mr. Bloomfield. So we should listen to this conversation when he asked some questions about the general history and write down the questions that he asked about these things, about appetite, bowels, waterworks, and sleeping. As for the meaning, appetite is how well the person can eat. Does he want to eat, to take any meals? Bowels, this is the picture, This picture illustrates the bowels. This is part of the digestive system. Waterworks, the second picture shows the waterworks, so the parts of the body involved in this process. And sleeping, you know. Now let us listen and focus on the questions the doctor asks now.
Listening 3.
Can you hear?
Okay. Do you smoke?
No,
You drink?
just socially. Maybe a couple of beers a week, nothing more than that.
Is your appetite okay?
Yes, I never seem to have any problems on that score.
Bowels okay?
Yes,
Waterworks okay?
yes,
Sleeping okay?
yes,
General health okay otherwise?
yes.
I think we'd better have a look at you. Could you just pop behind the screen and...
Okay, so what are the questions about appetite? Yahya?
Can I?
Does appetite is okay?
It's not, it's like, is your appetite okay? Mhm. About vowels.
Can I, Doctor?
Yes, please.
Vowels, okay.
He just asks the quick vowels okay, the same about waterworks, right?
Yes.
Waterworks okay, sleeping okay. So he shortens the questions because so the structure of the question, the questions are is similar, and the patient understands what the doctor means. And if we move
Listening 3.
to the next slide, here we should expand the short questions here, like you been off work at all? The correct form is have you been off work at all? So let us just look at the sentences and just expand them. So reconstruct the full form. Akram, please, number 1. Akram,
Yes.
what is the
Is
form?
that? Sorry. Have you Igua?
Will you repeat, please?
The question is gonna be have you been eating well?
Have you been eating well? Good. Mhm. So Yahya, the second, please.
Your appetite okay? Have you been appetite?
I think we can use
Well,
the verb to be. Put the verb to be in the simple form, present simple. It should be is your appetite. Yes, is your appetite. Okay.
yeah.
Mustafa Sabir,
Yes, doctor.
about
Have you
sleeping.
been used to sleeping okay?
Sorry.
Have you been sleeping okay?
Good. Okay. Mustafa Ahmed. Mustafa Ahmed, hello. Are you here?
Teacher, sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, number 4, please.
Okay, number 4. You passing the water a lot?
And you should expand the question.
Are you passing the water? Lot?
Have you been passing water a lot? Yes. Or are you passing
Yes.
water a lot? Well, Hashim
Are you
Hassan. Hashim Hassan.
Yes, doctor.
Number 5.
Are your periods okay?
Exactly. Good. Then now Mohammad Hassan.
Yes, Doctor. Number
6.
6. Have you had any dear home?
Diarrhea. And Shema.
Yes. Have you lost any weight?
Exactly. Good. And the last one is for Nisanur. Nisanur.
By the way, I'm sorry, my internet went down. Have you been living here for long?
Yes. Okay. So this is what the doctor means when he uses these short questions. Well, and yes, so we need to stop for a while.